How we doing, guys? It's Liverpool against Arsenal on Sunday, and you know what time it is. It's the combined 11, and I think when it comes to combined 11s this season, this will probably be the most difficult, the most closest. No matter what team you use, obviously there's going to be some teams that I don't even bother doing a combined 11 for because none of their players would even get into any of Arsenal's sides, so there's no point, you know. But with these games, the big games, the ones at the top, the ones where you're looking at who could possibly win the title, then you're thinking, okay, let's have a look. Who's got the best players in the best positions? And sometimes it comes down to something very simple, like who is the better player? Somebody could be in better form at the time of, the game itself. And then ultimately, it can be down to personal preference. There could be not really anything between the player, and it's down to who you support. And that's just as simple as that. But yeah, listen, at the end of the day, I know that this will have its talking points. I've got absolutely no doubt that Liverpool fans will find something offensive about it somewhere, because that's exactly what they're like. They want to moan about absolutely everything. But listen, in terms of the formation for this team, I'm going to keep it pretty simple, similar to what Arsenal do, Liverpool do as well, kind of a 4-2-3-1, but we understand players can rotate and move and they're not stuck to one specific position. Now, the other thing as well is anybody that is injured, we know that they're not going to be playing in the game, and there's, no chance of them being there. Like Bukayo Saka, for example, we know he's going to be missing for about 3-4 weeks. We know he's not going to be back. And in comparison, at the time of filming this, we don't know about Martin Odegaard, but I'm pretty confident that he will be involved on Sunday. So I will include him. It's more the definite ones that we know are not going to be there. Players like on the Liverpool side, Frimpong, for example, we know that he's not going to be available, so we won't be including him, in this as well. So let's get that clarified from the outset, and then nobody can say, what about this guy and that guy? And yeah, listen, starting off in goal, very simple, David Raya or Alisson. Alisson is an unbelievable goalkeeper, and he's been absolutely superb for Liverpool. On the flip side, David Raya, he has been, for me, one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League in the last 2 seasons. Golden Glove winner for the last 2 seasons, part of the best defence in the league for the past 2 seasons. And I feel this is one of those selections where it can go either way, and it will go down based on who you support. So, sorry, Liverpool fans, but I'm having David Raya in goal. Right back, this is very simple. It's Jurrien Timber. Even if Frimpong was fit and available, it's Jurrien Timber. He is, for me, the best right back in the Premier League. It's very simple. I don't even want to have a debate about this position. End of. Moving into the centre-back positions, and I've spoken about this before. I feel that Arsenal have 2 out of the 3 best centre-backs in the Premier League. Gabriel, William Saliba, and the other being Virgil van Dijk. Now, we're going to focus on the right centre-back position. And I'm going to put this between Virgil van Dijk and William Saliba. Now, first and foremost, let's get Konate out of this whole entire running, because he's not even going to be in the debate. And the way he started the season for Liverpool, I don't think even Liverpool fans have an argument to put him in this debate. So we'll go with Virgil van Dijk and William Saliba. Now, William Saliba, for me, is just a Rolls Royce. He is just a phenomenal footballer. But Virgil van Dijk has been doing it for a lot longer. And he is Liverpool's own Rolls Royce, arguably one of the best centre-backs ever in the Premier League. And that's why I'm going to have to go with Virgil van Dijk in terms of this one. William Saliba, if he ends up staying here for the next, 3, 4, 5 years, and he wins us Premier Leagues and a Champions League, then we can have conversations about the best ever and everything else. But at the moment, Virgil van Dijk, he's still right up there. But that's nothing against William Saliba. At the end of the day, he's quality. But Virgil van Dijk will get that right centre-back position. Left centre-back, it's simple. It's Gabriel. He is just immense, absolutely immense. And the reason why he will play instead of Saliba is that I feel that he offers us that real leadership quality. And that's not saying that Saliba's not a leader. It's just that Gabriel is just so far ahead in terms of being a leader. It's really weird to say. I'm trying to say this without trying to criticize the other, but Gabriel was just immense. And when he came out of the side with his injury last season, you saw how important he actually was. And I just feel that he glues everything together. Virgil van Dijk on the right, Gabriel on the left, the balance, everything. It's perfect for me. Left back, of course, Liverpool have their new signing, Kirkies. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I think he's had a really tough start. In his opening couple of games for Liverpool, got absolutely bullied for Liverpool's, game against Newcastle. And I think it was the first goal, wasn't it? Yeah, the first goal. Should never be letting a player win the header in the way that he did. And then with Arsenal, I suppose you've got Calafiori, Miles Lewis-Skelly. Miles Lewis-Skelly had a fantastic season. And him and Kirkies were neck and neck throughout, pretty much the season. But Miles Lewis-Skelly had that advantage of being, able to say that he's played Champions League football and everything else. But he's not playing this season. He isn't getting into the side at the moment. Calafiori injured a lot, played the first couple of games, has played well. This is one of those I've got to kind of balance it, weigh it up. And I kind of have to pick Kirkies based on his form with Bournemouth more than what he's done, with Liverpool. If Miles Lewis-Skelly had started this season, then it would be between those two based on what they were doing last season. And then it's a completely different debate. But for this, that's what I'm going to go with. Moving into the midfield, you have Zubimendi, who could have been a Liverpool player, but he rejected him. And then you have Ryan Gravenberch. Zubimendi's not been here for long enough, despite the fact that we know what he's about, how good he is, and I absolutely love him. Ryan Gravenberch was one of Liverpool's best players last season, and he's been immense in that kind of number 6 role. So it's him that I'm going to go with. The next position in midfield, I suppose this one you would go with either Declan Rice or McAllister. McAllister's had a great season last year with Liverpool. Hasn't really been involved at the start of this campaign. Declan Rice has just been immense throughout. And for me, Declan Rice, for as good as McAllister is, he's not better than Declan Rice. It's as simple as that. On the right-hand side, of course, there is no Bukayo Saka, so that makes this even easier. And it's Mo Salah. And again, I think this one with Virgil van Dijk and Saliba, you could have had this one with Salah and, Bukayo Saka. And I would have probably ended up putting Bukayo Saka in another position, maybe on the left, and you play both of them. Because if you had both of them, you would play them. If Saka played for Liverpool or Salah played for Arsenal, then both managers would have both of them playing. It's that simple. But Mo Salah, superb footballer. It's as simple as that. His numbers don't lie. Last season, he was exceptional. So he goes on that right-hand side. In the number 10, I'm not going to include Wirtz in this. Was very good in Germany for Leverkusen, but I'm going to go between two players that have played in the Premier League for longer. And also Wirtz, I feel, has struggled in his opening couple of games for Liverpool. And listen, at the end of the day, when you pay that kind of money, you need him to hit the ground running, but he hasn't. So for me, it'd be between Odegaard and Szoboszlai. I really like Szoboszlai. I really liked his performance from right back against Newcastle, to be fair. And Odegaard, listen, I love the guy, but he's just been so out of form. And I'm seeing glimpses of his old self again. But for this, Szoboszlai would get the nod in that number 10 role. On the left-hand side, I suppose you're going to have Gakpo, and then you're going to have Eberechi Eze. I'm not going to be including Trossard, Martinelli, etc. in that. Gakpo, I like him, think he's a good player, but he's not a better player than Eberechi Eze. And I know, again, we're going to have to base a lot of what Eze has done for Crystal Palace, but the last few months of last season, Eze was exceptional. And if he's doing that in a Palace side, with all due respect to them, I can't wait to see what he's going to do in this Arsenal side. And even, first game of the season away at Chelsea, if you watched his performance, he was superb. And yeah, had a goal, superb goal, in fact, ruled out. But yeah, Eze for me, he starts ahead of Gakpo. And then your two strikers, it will be between Gyökeres and Ekitike. Both of them have scored a couple of goals in their first couple of games. This is one of those you can kind of pull it down to preference. Liverpool fans will want Ekitike. Arsenal fans will want Gyökeres. I will base it on what they've achieved before they've came to their respective clubs. And there's absolutely no comparison. People will say, okay, one's been in the Bundesliga, one's been in, the Portuguese league, but the numbers are just a mile apart. I really like the look of Ekitike. But listen, I'm more than happy with Gyökeres, and he's only going to get better. Trust me on that. So I feel this is one of those where you will kind of look at, and it's just down to preference at the end of the day. And my preference is Victor Gyökeres, and it's as simple as that. So that is my combined 11. Raya in goal, Jurriën Timber at right back, Virgil van Dijk, Gabriel, Kirkies, Gravenberch, Rice, Szoboszlai, Mo Salah, Eberechi Eze, and Victor Gyökeres. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to Arsenal. And 5, to Liverpool. 6 to Arsenal, 5 to Liverpool. At the end of the day, like I said, Liverpool fans will be up in arms about it. Liverpool fans will find something to moan about. Liverpool fans will no doubt say that there's probably only 1 or 2 players, if that can get into their starting 11. But listen, let's speak facts. Let's be real about it. At the end of the day, I think that both sides, very, very good. In terms of their starting 11s, very, very good. There are injuries taken into consideration, and the fact that we are not going to be including anybody that is definitely injured and not available for this game. And like I said, 6 Arsenal players, 5 Liverpool players. I think that's very fair. Maybe if there were some players fit and available, we could have discussions, but we're not. And it's as simple as that. So I'm very happy with that combined 11. Once again, David Raya in goal, Jurriën Timber right back, Virgil van Dijk and Gabriel as your centre-backs, Kirkies as your left-back, Gravenberch and Rice as your 2 in the midfield, Mo Salah on the right-hand side, Szoboszlai in the 10, Eberechi Eze on the left-hand side, and Victor Gyökeres as your striker. It's that simple. What more do you want me to say? Listen, there we go. Let me know in the comments section whether you agree or disagree. I know which fans will be disagreeing. But if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.